I've never been so conflicted on a release date announcement as I feel today. Because this morning, the official Ichiro Oda staff account let us know the release date for the most anticipated One Piece movie maybe ever, right? Like, we're all heavily anticipating this. We're all dodging spoilers for this. It's insane, right? And it's both a combination of us having so many fans now, as well as the content that we're expecting within this movie, and the fact that Shanks is in a One Piece movie. So the trailers have been exciting. They have been amazing. We have a new one that we're going to be reacting to today. But this morning we got the announcement that it's going to actually release in North America on November 4th. Now, when I initially heard this, I was like, we gotta wait another month on top of that? Like, that week was gonna be so precious. Thousand Year Blood War, Chainsaw Man, and then Film Red. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be an amazing week. But that's not actually going to be the case. As a matter of fact, only the individuals at New York Comic Con will be able to watch Film Red before this initial release date, since it's going to release October 6th at New York Comic Con for the world premiere, or the English premiere, I apologize, the North American premiere. I don't know if it's going to be an English dub or in sub. Maybe they're going to have an option for both, who knows. But it is most certainly going to be another long wait for this movie. However, for me personally, I know going into this movie next month that because of my current knee issue, I wouldn't be able to be in that theater losing my mind in the way that I would like to, right? Like, yo, and so nothing was stopping me. I was gonna go there, peg leg recon or not. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna make it there no matter what health issues were gonna be keeping me back. But what this gives me now is another month to attempt to recover this knee injury. And so that'll give me personally the opportunity to, okay, let's have another month, because I already know once I'm in there, if it's about as crazy as it was when we were watching Stampede, I want to go in there as close to 100% as I possibly can be, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'm actually fine with this. I'm fine with the November 4th release date. It's still going to end up being on a Friday. It's going to give us even more opportunity to, or I should say more time to be able to, buy the tickets. I believe the tickets goes on sale October 6th. So it'll give us more time to buy the tickets, to schedule certain things around. If we want to hold like a special Film Red event that day or something, that's going to be nuts. I just thought about that. That's going to be a Friday. Ooh, yo, that's gonna be a great, and then that's the week before Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok. Oh man, November's about to be heat. November's about to be heat. But Film Red, obviously I want to see this movie as fast as possible, especially with having to dodge spoilers, seeing individuals that have already watched the movie. It'll be like a 3-month difference between the people, literally, right? Like it'll be August 6th, I think, was whenever people in Japan and France watched it. And we're gonna watch it on November 4th. And that's for those of us who are lucky enough to watch it on the first day. We still don't even know if we're going to watch it on the first day, right? So obviously this is going to be something where we're going to be extremely late to the party to watch this film. Hopefully we can dodge as many spoilers as possible before then. But I'm just so happy we finally got a release date. And like I said, for me personally, I'm so glad that I'll have another month to be able to go into that as close to 100% as possible, right? And so without further ado, let's get into this trailer. So here we go. I'm not expecting anything new within this trailer. I think this is just going to be a release date trailer, but I still wanted to react to it regardless, just in case. Just in case, because the last trailer was insane. 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3. I love this soundtrack, bro. Uta, man, I want to know so much more about your story. Is this the first trailer? I think this is the first trailer, or at least as close to it as possible. Elegia. Oh yeah, this is the first trailer. Okay, so it's the first trailer. Just yeah. This is definitely the first trailer. Okay, sweet. Okay, so this is the first trailer. That is. And then Shanks, November 4th. Only in movie theaters. And so, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm so conflicted because I want this movie as soon as possible, but I'm also not going to worry about something out of my control, especially if it's something I have to wait for. As the recent Bleach trailer has shown me, or the trailers have shown me, waiting for that for 10 years, patience really paid off, and it looks like it's going to be way more goated than I could have ever imagined, and it was patience. It took a lot of patience. So I'm not going to worry about something out of my control. We'll be there on November 5th for the awesome sauce, right? Or 4th for the awesome sauce. But it's like, I just wish that we could have gotten this sooner so that we couldn't have had like that false expectation of getting it in October. But it wasn't their fault. Maybe they didn't expect it to leak out in that way, or for them to state this in this way. It was just weird that they stated October and with a voiced line in the USC Trojans promo video, and yet and on the script reading as well, and yet we're getting in November. But regardless, we're gonna be there in the like swimwear. Goodness gracious, bro. I'm just so glad we finally have a release date. Like, I'm so glad that now we have a confirmed 120%. It is dropping November 4th, and however long it's going to be there to give us an opportunity to either rewatch or for anyone to watch it for the first time that can't be there for the initial screenings. Whatever it is, it's going to give us more opportunities to continue to break records. Because as my boy Angry Shadow, shout out to Angry Shadow, who has continued, both him and Wheezy Bird have continued to keep me updated in regards to the film Red greatness. Angry Shadow leads me over to a Japanese box office a tweet by Fran's Speech it was updated on September 10th, and it shows that One Piece Film Red right now, at this point in time, is at $100.74 million in the box office, slash 13.6 billion yen. Now remember the 13.6 billion yen because they initially wanted to break the 10 billion yen threshold in its life cycle. They broke 13.6 billion yen in just Japan and France, dude. All right, this is just Japan, right? Just Japan. Not even including France. So it's like, son, wait until this thing starts going around the world. Wait until it starts releasing in North America, Latin America, the Middle Eastern countries. Like, yo, it's gonna be crazy. We're going to be having a scenario where Film Red is gonna be destroying the box office, and that makes me so happy. So happy, man. Seriously, as a longtime One Piece fan, knowing that a film is crushing the box office is insane to me, because normally for this series, only the hardcore fans or somebody who's never watched the series is gonna go to watch one of them just to be like, oh, okay, what is this One Piece thing, right? Like, is this still the same 4Kids thing from back in the day, especially over here in North America? And to know that people are genuinely excited for this movie to the point where not only are they watching it multiple times, but also people are going there for the first time, having this be their first experience. I don't know how amazing Film Red is. I've heard from individuals in my comment section that it is an amazing, it's a banger, right? But for individuals watching, this is their first One Piece experience. Like, I wonder what that's doing to the series, because obviously we've also seen in the past couple of weeks that the volume sales are back up. It's like a Strong World thing again. We're back when Strong World released alongside Marineford. We call it the Marineford Strong World boom. Whenever we sold 32 million volumes of One Piece in a single year, and that broke the record and held the record until Demon Slayer took it. I think it was like last year, the year before, for like 80 million, which is insane, right? But One Piece initially did that because, like I said, the mix of the Strong World and the Marineford hype that had people going back into the beginning of the series and reading through the series, buying so many manga volumes. We're seeing this again, where it was, I forgot what the total was, but it was like 50-something volumes of One Piece were all registered within the most sold volumes of the month, going all the way from volume 103 down to like volume 1 and a whole bunch. I think it was like all of them except for volumes 9, and because everybody already has volume 9, you know, Our Long Park Greatness, but all of them except for like the super, super popular ones were out of print because people were catching up to the series again. And it made me so happy where I was like, oh man, Film Red is really giving us another Strong World type of catch-up type of boom where people are catching up to the series again. And that's super, super exciting, especially in Japan where One Piece is so popular. It's like knowing that people are catching up to the series again is crazy, right? It's like they've had these last 10 years since Strong World, and Film Red caused people to catch up again. And I look forward to seeing what type of an effect that will have over here in the States, considering the incredible reception to this movie. So it's like, are people who have never watched One Piece, how many individuals who have never watched One Piece, are going to go watch this film and end up going back and watching the entire series, especially now that it's so easily accessible. It's not like how it was back when Strong World was released, that we didn't even have an official cast, right? We didn't have Crunchyroll, we didn't have Hulu or Netflix or any of that stuff that had One Piece. Now One Piece is so easily accessible, you can find it on any streaming service up until a certain point. Then after that, if you're that hooked, you'll go in and seek it out yourself. So it's a great time. It's a great time, and I look forward, of course, to watching this movie. It's the most hyped I've ever been for a One Piece movie, and I was hyped for the ones ever since I've been caught up to watch all of them. And this is the one that because like I said, the whole Shanks effect, that I want to watch the most, right? Like, I'll never forget when Strong World was about to release over here, and it was just such a massive, massive thing, man. I cannot stress enough how big of an event Strong World was when it came out, both in Japan and in North America, because that's whenever the English dub finally came back after so many years that we've been waiting for the English dub to come back, and it came back with like the Water 7 saga, of the Foxy, Water 7, Thriller Bark stuff, and it was just sky high from there. It came back on Toonami. We got Strong World, and it was just, it was showcasing that One Piece was back, right? And that the Dressrosa boom that was happening at the time, whenever that stuff was getting dubbed, was not just an effect in Japan, it was worldwide. And so it was like the connection of the Strong World boom from Japan to the Dressrosa boom over here, and it was such a great time to be a fan. And right now, with Film Red releasing as we head into the final saga, it feels like that again. I've seen so many people catch up to the series before the final saga begins, and then we have this Film Red stuff, which is going to make even more people catch up to the series, and it's a great time, man. But that is going to be it for me today. It is, like I said, a very conflicting scenario where I want the movie to come out as quickly as possible, but patience is a virtue, and I already know that when November 4th comes, all of that wait is going to be worth it, because we are in for a banger, yo. Come on, man. And it's going to be exciting stuff. We're going to have to continue to dodge, you know, but our observation hockey is already on its S+ tier game, thanks to the manga. So it is what it is, man. But I cannot wait for Film Red. I'm so glad we finally have a release date. And for those of you who are in other countries, let me know what days you are going to be able to watch Film Red. And please feel free to share your comments whenever you do watch Film Red. Just keep them spoiler free, man, because I want to stay hyped up for the movie, right? So let me know your honest thoughts on it. Just make sure to refrain from any spoiler type of comments. But I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Film Red is almost here. We just gotta wait 2 more months. It is what it is, man. But when it drops, we'll be there, and it's gonna be fantastic. Can't wait for it.